Alright, so welcome back to Persona 4 Arena. So yeah, we're continuing lab versus portion of the story. So yeah, now we're at the second night of spending time in the outdoor arena came, and now let's do this shit. It started approximately 30 minutes later than yesterday, but there was very little variance in weather and temperature. The difference is trivial. The night sky has the same soft brightness. The wind and the trees are no different. Without understanding why, I initiate a data search regarding the tree that catches my eye. I learned that this tree varies slightly from specimens for its kind found in natural forests. Though this topography seems natural, it may be cultivated and managed by the facility. I decided to traverse the outskirts as I did yesterday. It is not long before a familiar unit comes to view. Oh, 24 again? Let me guess. There's no need to run a scan for visual matches. I know that it is unit number 24. Yup, knew it. 24's left side is turned towards me. It is sitting on a large rock. When I approach 24, notices me and turns around.
Are you looking for something?
24 initiates conversation.
Huh? Oh, me? I just wondered if you were looking for me. I did express a hope yesterday that we would meet again after all.
I was looking for 24. It's true. I may have been. Yeah, you were. I began walking the same route as yesterday, but once 24 came into view, I changed course to approach. I may have been searching for 24 in this area. Did I desire to reunite with 24? Why? Am I am silent due to like a ex, expo, sorry, due to lack of explanation. 24 smiles again. Maybe it's because maybe because you're starting to become friends with her. That's the only thing I can think of. Smile. What was the cause of this expression this time? I do not comprehend. Like many other things.
Would you like to sit with me? This rock is large enough to accommodate us both. It would be more relaxing than standing. Thanks.
I sit in the office space and gaze at the same scenery 24 is looking at.
Can I ask you something? What is it?
I decided to voice the doubt I experienced during the combat test today. In my limited experience, 24 has a better comprehension of such matters.
Other units think about stuff that doesn't have to do with fighting or missions. Do you have such thoughts? To tell you the truth, I can't really say. Feels like I do, though.
24 is silent for a duration before speaking again.
Units of our model are all given a mind. It's so that we can eventually develop what is called an ego. The reason our appearance closely resembles that of humans is related. It's to foster self-awareness, similar to humans. Have you not been told about personas? Personas?
The word is unknown to me. Ascending archives, searching for persona. Over 1,000 headings found. I must filter results further. Which subject is 24 referring to? Am I silent as I think? 24 smiles again and resumes the conversation.
It's an ability expected of us that normal weapons don't have. The conditions to use one are theoretically already loaded in us, but a well-defined ego seems to be necessary to activate it.
I'm already aware that we have been given a mind. Today I saw for myself the part that forms our personalities. activation triggered by development of communicative skills. I still do not have a good grasp on it, though 24 continues to speak.
That's why I'm sure there are others with thoughts that do not pertain to missions.
That would seem to be the case.
And maybe those I've fought up till now.
24 trains its gaze on me.
And how does that make you feel? The opponents you destroyed may have thought similar things to what you just did.
Now 24 is telling Labrys that the opponents that she destroyed might have thoughts in themselves, bruh. Do I feel things? I cannot say for sure. I am unable to respond to that question. 24's expression changes again. The expression could be classified as a smile, but it is subtly different from the ones I categorized experiencing before. Mixed with a joy and gladness. Apriya smiles. This one contains a slight hint of sorrow.
It's okay. You don't need to come up with an answer right now. It actually may be better to forget it. After all, tomorrow we may find ourselves ordered to destroy each other.
Damn, man. Once again, I detected a twinge inside from hearing 24's statement. It's similar to what I sensed during the data transfer today. What is it that wavers inside me? Am I about to be lost in thought again? But I said, as is to prevent that from happening, a signal for our schedule shifts echoes in each of our ears. I think it's basically time to get going, basically.
It's time. I hope we meet again.
As 24 quietly stands up, I detect an expression I have to come to know. Another smile. It appears as if 24 is adopting these smooth changes in expression naturally, not deliberately. I wonder if I will even be able to do it the same. Don't worry, you'll do it. Another night passes, another combat test takes place the next day. Just as scheduled, I face units flagged as enemies within the test chamber. Am I overwhelmed with a strange sensation? The way my opponents are expressionless now seems strange to me. There is no intent or cognition evident in their faces. They wear no expression. They are blank. There is nothing wrong with them. That would be my normal assessment. But I would call 24's image. The blankness of these faces, the 24's face when it had no expression, are different somehow. Even when 24 had no practice expression, it was not this blank. Not every portion of that face is neutral. Is natural. Or neutral, whatever. Further analysis shows that the same is true for humans. The researchers are never completely mechanical and expressionless. Look at the hostile flagged units again. They are the same unit type as me. They were given a mind and may potentially develop an ego later. I recall 24 statement again. Do you feel something when you destroy an opponent that may think the same things as you? I am on the verge of entering a long train of thought when the enemy moves. Shake off my doubts and focus on the battle. After the opponent's movements, I formulate the most efficient method of damaging it. Execute the method over and over. The array of actions I have to select from, and my flexibility in linking them will decide the outcome. Having already received 10 units worth of downloaded data, I am likely second to none regarding the scope of possibilities in this respect. At times, I can even anticipate their next action. Since my opponents are the same unit type as me, their tactics are determined using the same thought processes as mine. That's right, they think the same things as me. Eventually, after approximately 4 minutes pass, all opponents are silenced. I successfully executed my mission. The day after that, I achieved victory in the combat test with the same efficiency. It is easy to eliminate them. I first began by targeting their weapons. It is not always necessary to destroy their main body. If they are incapable of resisting further, the battle is over. It is the most effective way. When the next day, the day after that, basically time passes by, bro. Units geared for close combat with no external weapons give me no choice but to damage their castes. But even then, there's an order of to things, bro. If I destroy parts that present a threat, such as the motor functions, the limbs of their limbs, the match should be considered as one. Soon afterwards, the buzzer signaled of the end of the test echoes. Just as expected, I catch myself rushing over to the unit collapsed on the ground. Have only destroyed the unit's arms and legs. It's still conscious. I realize I do not know its unit's number. Am I a loss how they address the unit? You put ask me a question, then I decided not to expect.
You seemed to deliberately avoid attacking the face or the neck in that battle. Why? Huh?
I am momentarily at a loss for words. What the unit said is true. There is no damage to its face. I reviewed my actions during the battle and find that at no point did I attack its neck either. The cranial region is where the diplomat dust is housed. If it is destroyed in any type of unit, that unit will fall. Aiming to disarm an opponent is effective, but would targeting this obvious weakness would be a more efficient tactic? I avoided doing so.
Don't know.
The researchers enter the chamber and hide the unit from my field of vision. I could not determine whether my last words had an effect on the opponent's expression or not.
These past 3 days, it hasn't been destroying the other units beyond repair, like it did in the first battle. It must be learning to finesse its attacks rather than just using brute force. The result? Swift, overwhelming victories.
Its evasive skills are improving as well. That level of flexibility and evasive action could never be replicated by chaining predefined maneuvers.
This unit's collected a good amount of feedback data too. It's growing steadily, feeding on the bones of its kills. You don't have to say it like that.
Researchers are preparing for the download. Growing, destroying them, and absorbing their data. That's what growing is. Since I thoroughly destroyed a few of my opponents these last few days, some of their bodies are salvaged. While I download their data, I always kept their still bodies within view. Damn, over quick? Damn, no, it felt quicker than I thought the fucking chapter, bro. So yeah. I'll just keep going. since the chapter was only like 14 minutes long, bro. As just like comment tests, the comment tests are repeated, my actions outside each night are repeated as well. I become aware that I am seeking out 24 on my own will, when I attempt to communicate with other units, most often they cannot understand the meaning of my questions. This prevents us from conversing, but that may not be the only reason. I want to converse with 24. I have begun to desire it. When I got to see 24, a white dog I saw on the first day we met appears from somewhere.
This one seems to have been raised as a pet somewhere far away from here. But one day, it was brought to the forest near here, and its owner suddenly disappeared.
It seems unlikely that 24 obtained such a detailed history of a stray animal from the research staff. Was all this information obtained by communicating directly with the animal? From a dog that does not speak human languages?
Its name is apparently Snowy. At least that's the name it responds to the most.
I thought it was a dog.
Oh, well, the name of this animal is a dog. But how do I put this? Snowy is what this specific dog is called.
Snowy.
Snowy barks once as if comprehending its name.
It's white, like snow. Easy to remember.
I reach out my hand. Snowy rubs its nose against it without being frightened. The way it presses my fingers feels as if it is showing pride in its name. I do not know the tactical advantage that communicating with animals offers to a weapon, but I feel that there is value in spending time with it. I decided to spend my outdoor activity time that day following Snowy around with 24. It is outdoor activity time on the next night. When I arrive in the outdoor area, I am listening to a certain sound. I heard this sound intermittently every 4 to 7 seconds. I had wondered about the unknown ambient sound since the first day, but I determined that it wasn't a threat and focused my consciousness on other things. Tonight, I increased my microphone sensitivity to the maximum and concentrate on that sound. It is similar to something familiar. Scan my memories until I realize what it is. It is the sound of water. I hear it when the staff uses a device to clean their hands and tools. The waveform has some similarities to that. But if the sound is at this volume in such an open space, the volume of water must be higher than a normal supply will allow for. What could it be? Contemplate Action 24. It is clear that 24 knows much more than I do. Begin walking in search of 24. Where could 24 be? I go to where we spoke the number of times previously, but 24 is not there. 24 is also not at the rock where we sat together. Is 24 not here? I quickly discard the possibility. We are not ordered what to do while we are here. Coming to this outdoor area is an order. If post-testing diagnosis show no abnormalities, we are hauled to report directly here. I assert this. If there are no abnormalities, I feel a twinge in my chest. It is larger than ever. 24 will be here if there are no abnormalities. But what if there were such abnormalities? What if 24 was damaged during the combat test? And sustaining damage is not necessarily the extent of the problem. Could it be? I realize that my arms are trembling slightly. It is not a conscious movement, I cannot make it stop. Is it possible that perhaps 24 lost in the combat test and was destroyed? In these circumstances, it would be expected for such a day to come. What if 24? What if she died? Never came here again.
Oh, this is where you went. You weren't at the usual spot, so I was looking for you.
Oh, is she alive? Until I heard that voice from behind me. My senses had stopped accepting input. No sound, no light, nothing. All of them came back online with a voice. I turned around. 24 furrows her brow and looks into my face.
What's wrong? The look on your face seemed as if you saw something frightening. My face? My expression? Frightening? Am I scared?
I do not comprehend. I cannot make that judgment.
Are you perhaps scared of fighting? Nah, I don't think that's it. What is this? I can't tell.
Am I scared? Scared of what? That she will disappear? During the operation, it is possible that I might assign greater priority to other units safely than my own, but we are not on an operation right now. And this emotion is not the same anyway. It's a different emotion. Have emotions. I look at 24's face completely, but I cannot put my question into words. I cannot express my feelings to her. And though 24 sees this, she says nothing. She only smiles tentatively. It's the same smile she showed once that looks happy, but also sad. During that night's outdoor activity, neither 24 nor I speak much. We just walked together, side by side, without many words. I do not take this opportunity to ask her about the intermittent sound of water. Next day, it is the next day. I detect some sort of weight on my chest. I'm aware that this is no physical weight there. Yeah, there's none. It's most likely a psychological phenomenon. I'll perform a vocabulary search. The item of being heavy-hearted flies best. I cannot help but find it amusing. It is a very apt phrase. But what is causing this heavy-heartedness? That I may not be able to see 24 someday? That may be it. But I do not think that is all. Maybe you'll see her again. Over the next few days, I spent my time without finding an answer to this question. Each night after the combat test, when it was time for the outdoor activities, I seek out 24 first. Each time I confirm her presence, I feel an indescribable sense of relief and rush over to her. We exchanged stern greetings on the first few days, but that practice was eventually discarded. Now there's no special greetings between us. We can understand each other without words. Our eyes and expressions communicate enough. Tonight as well, I find 24. I rush her as usual. There are no words, only an exchange of smiles. We began walking together.
Do you remember me asking before if you were scared of fighting?
I nod.
To tell the truth, I'm scared of it too.
Her confession is surprising. It is counter to our nature as weapons. Yet, for some reason, I'm not surprised by it.
I'm afraid I'll lose and be destroyed. And it's painful for me to make others go through the same ordeal. We may be weapons, but shouldn't we be driven by more than seeking victory? I've been wondering that for a long time.
Yeah, but y'all should Yeah, they should be driven by more. Like, they should at least be able to communicate with other humans, bro. With humans, bro. Like, all that the scientists really put these robots through is just combat, combat, combat most of the times. Just to gain victory. For what? Like, what's the victories for, bro? Honestly, let's be honest, bro. They're not really gonna do jack shit with these robots, bro. Other than just to give them combat training for most of the time, bro. Like, they should at least have them communicate with humans at least.
But that's against orders.
How? 24 gives half-hearted smile.
I'm sure things would probably be much simpler if I stopped thinking and just obeyed orders. Fortunately, I finally found it. I found the answer. Your answer? There's someone I want to meet. I feel like meeting this person is my own objective and not an order given to me.
Since we have never felt this facility, since we never left this facility, we have absolutely no acquaintances with outside people. There should be no relationship with such people. But I immediately understand this person she wants to meet is someone on the outside. Even I don't know why I thought so. Is at least to get to know other people, bro. But when I reflect upon that thought, indescribable wavering within me becomes greater than ever.
Ever since I started thinking that I was scared to fight, each day was painful for me. If I'm going to feel this way until the day I lose, I even thought it would be better if I lost on purpose. But I won't think that anymore. I feel glad now that I exist. I mean, we're loved after all. Loved? That's right.
I repeat that to myself. The word loved. I do not comprehend. But when I look at her gaze, her clear eyes seem to see beyond the sky. Her statement seems correct. I feel that this must be something vital. As I watch her try to express something without words, it is hard to believe she is the same unit type as me. It seems more that she is human.
Why are you telling me this? It's probably because I didn't think anyone but you would understand. Well, I hate to say it, but I'm not sure I would get it either. I'm sure you'll understand one day. I hope so anyway. Sheesh, why you gotta be so cryptic?
24 laughs at this. It is purest smile I have ever cataloged. I know, without comparing it to anything, that it is smile of pure joy. I detect Snowy playing with my feet. After playing at 24 speed 2, Snowy runs off ahead to about 3 meters and then turns around. Its tail moves vigorously back and forth. Soon afterwards, Snowy sits on the ground and looks up at 24. I watch 24 crouch and pat its head. I am thinking back about other things. Things besides fighting and defeating the nearest enemy. My own objective. Someone to meet. I still do not fully comprehend. But the way she is playing with Snowy tonight looks more fun than ever. Her smile seems very natural. If the answer to discover is the origin of that smile, I would like to understand it someday too. I can feel that the desire budding inside me. Alright. And there we go. And that's the end of the video, y'all guys. And let's see what happens in the next episode, bruh. So it's nice seeing Labrys and 24 interact. So I'll see you guys next time. Ryan TV, signing off.